Welcome to your Straight Razor Edge Friday special. Straight razor shaving, shave of the day, all the off-camera bits. Hey, Eric here with Adventures in Wet Shaving, and welcome back. It's good to see you. In this shave, I am using my Friedr & Son number 49. That is the Ace of Spades. This is bone with inlay, and it is a full hollow. This is shave 11 out of 30. Yes, it is, because we're doing the 30 straight razor shave challenge using only one straight razor. Yep. Now, we're going to show you all the off-camera bits. The first thing we're going to do is get the razor wax off this blade, and I use a couple of squares of toilet paper, and we just take and wipe down this blade just like that, being very careful of the edge as that is really sharp. And I work on the jibbing and get in all the little creases like that, get the tang like that. Then I also fold that over. We're going to get that handle as well because it had wax on it, and I'm going to use that corner. We're going up and down where that blade goes. Now, this razor is ready to strop. Now we're going to get this smooth side of the leather strop warmed up and ready to strop that razor. When I'm rubbing my hand on it, it is helping to activate the oils in that leather, which will give us a much better stropping action. And we're going to do 60 laps. I want you to listen to the sound of the razor on the leather. There's 20. Now, as we're doing this, you don't have to push that razor through that strop. You actually want that spine to hit first, and then you want to roll it down. So what I'm going to do is we're going to slow this down, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. Now, also, as we're doing this, I want you to think of this like ping pong, and you never take your eye off the ball when you're playing ping pong. Same thing when you're stropping your razor. Always keep your eye on the blade. So as I'm moving up and down this strop, I want you to keep your eye on the blade. And that's 60 laps on the smooth side of the leather. That's all I do right before I shave, and this razor is ready to go. Next up, we're going to get our workspace ready. And the way I'm going to start is I start with my towels. This one, I'm going to just fold in quarters like that. That goes over here. This one is folded in thirds, just like this, and I'm going to put that there for now. This one also is folded in thirds as well. So we're going to have that one right there. Now the razor is going to go here on that one, and I'm going to take this one and flip it over to the side. And for this soap, all I need to do is go at it with a damp brush. So we're not going to be blooming this soap at this point. I will take that lid off though, and we're going to put it over here. I'm going to set that soap down, and with this brush that is a synthetic knot, so we don't have to soak it as well. Now if I was using a soap that I would normally bloom, I just take the lid off. I've already got the water hot. We would put maybe an 1/8 inch of water on top of that puck, and we would set it off to the side. And then like my king brush here, this is a natural boar hair brush. I would go ahead and we're going to get it wet in hot water as well. And I would leave it in the sink just like that, so it could soak. Now what I'm going to do here though is we're going to make sure and get just enough water. So we got water from here down, not in the knot. And I'm just going to lay it up against the sink like that. It will be fine until after I take my shower, and the brush will be ready and the soap will be bloomed. And for our soap tonight, we are going Wet the Face, and this is the Vintage BarberShop, and this has menthol, and it is marvelous. Now I did not have to bloom this soap because it is really soft. So I am using my Grand Bamboo. That is a 30mm synthetic black and white tuxedo knot from Maggard razor that we made, and there you go. There's the quarter from the Grand Canyon. Now all we have to do with this synthetic brush is just get it wet. So I am going to get it wet just like that, and we're going to squeeze out most of that water. We're going to leave a little bit just in the tips, and let's go ahead and get that loaded up. I normally overload, and I probably already did. So we're going to stop there. And now I'm going to go ahead, since I didn't have the soap blooming, I'm just going to wet the face just like that. And let's get our lather on. Oh yeah. Yeah, I probably got way too much soap, but that's all right. We like lots of soap. We like good lather on this channel. Now, we're going to go ahead and get some water in that. Get it nice and hydrated, kicking it up. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and this does have some menthol in it, which I like. I really do. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, that will do it. And I just wipe that finger right on that brush. I normally just stand up my brush as well. That way it doesn't like water down the soap as I'm shaving. Now this is pass one, and for me primarily that's going to be with the grain. Let's do this. Nice. Get that blade washed off, and I'm actually even going to rotate that towel. That way I got the end right there, and I just wipe the soap off as I'm going. All right, now let's get down here. Again, what you're looking for is that nice shallow 20 to 30 degree angle, and a lot of times for me it's even less. Here we go. Nice light touch on that blade. No pressure. You don't need it. All right. Now we'll get this mustache area. There we go. Nice. So I just shake that blade in the water. I always get it wet from like here down. I never get the hinge pin wet or the tang. We just shake it in the water like that and then wipe it off. Now, I switch hands, and that is my grip. 2 fingers in the front, 2 behind, and that is the most comfortable for me. Now, let's get this other side. There we go. So now just get just the blade wet and then wipe it off. That's it. Always stretching with my offhand or just contorting my face and making faces. Yeah. And that works every time. All right. Pass 1 complete. Now get that razor cleaned off again, and I'm going to just lay it on that towel just like that, because that's how I'm going to be holding it in the next pass. Now get my hands wet. Let's get that soap off. Wow, menthol feels good. Yes, it does. It really does. That is so good. Now it is time to put our lather on. Yes, it is. So we're going to just go ahead and get that going. Yeah. So it is Friday. Weekend is tomorrow. Awesome. Always good. And, you know, hopefully you had a good week. Yeah, I hope you did. And hopefully you are in high spirits and ready to relax and enjoy yourself with family and friends. That is always good on the weekend. And if you can start Friday night, that's brilliant. Do it. Absolutely. And by the way, it is not too late to start the 30 straight razor shave challenge using only one straight razor, because this is going on for a while. And we just had somebody new get in on it. Yeah. So that is good. Luigi said he was doing it. And I think he, last time I saw, was on like shave 2. And that's fine. So this is 30 consecutive straight razor shaves, not necessarily 30 days, okay? But if you shave every day, that's fine too. Just go ahead and do it, all right? Because it's 30 consecutive shaves. All right, now let's get going. There we go. And like I said, I just put that little bit that's on my finger right back on the brush. Good to go. Now, this is pass 2, and for me, primarily, that's going to be against the grain. Let's do this. Using the full length of the blade there, and just like I say, get just the razor wet. Never get the hinge pin wet. That hinge pin is the life of that razor. Nice light touch. That razor should be sharp enough that you shouldn't have to force it to do anything. Now, let's get this side. I did just switch hands, and this is the way I normally hold that razor when I'm doing an against the grain pass on my neck. There we go. Nice. Now, I switch up that handle just like that. It helps me in this other section. There we go. Now, I switch the blade like that. 2 fingers in front, 2 behind. Here we go. Nice. Now, wipe that blade off again, and oh, looks like I may have hit a little bump there. No big deal. Now, again, I'm switching up that handle like this because that works the best for me in this area. So I have also figured out on this side of my face, I tend to have more of an angle. So I'm trying to flatten it out, and it's really helping. It's helping me quite nicely now. There we go. Nice. Now we're just going to rinse that blade off, wipe it off, and get up here. There we go. Nice. That felt good. Yes, it did. Now, switching up that handle again. There we go. Pass 2 complete. Now, get that blade cleaned off. Now I'm going to switch that like that and put it down like that, because that's what I'm going to use next, is that razor in that direction. Oh yeah. Wow. Cheeks are brilliant. Very nice. Very nice. This is going to be a good shave, and that menthol is wonderful. It is really nice. Now, let's get our lather on, because this is the half pass. Yes, it is. So the half pass is basically just my jawline and my neck. Everything else is good. Now I'm going to be going against the grain with this, and it's going to do a fine job. And I'm going to get a great shave. Now, there's that. Now, I am still holding the razor like that, but what we're going to do is we're going to shave with it upside down. Using some buffing action there. Nice and gentle. Now rinse that blade off again from here down. Then we wipe it off. And now I'm switching hands, and we're going with my non-dominant hand. And we're still doing it upside down. Getting some buffing action. All right, now let's get this part of the chin. There we go. Nice. Now we'll go ahead and get that rinsed off and wiped off. All right, there you go. Another shave in the books. Yeah, and I thought I hit something over here, but I don't see it now. So that's good. It is. All right, now, gonna put that razor back down on the towel just like that. Get some more water. Get that face wet. Nice. And grabbing my Aloe. This is so good. This is antiseptic and astringent and is great if you hit a bump or two. And what I normally do is I just dry that off with this towel. Just like that. Just pat it dry. Now, if you can't do alum, go with a cold water rinse if you can get cold water. All right, that always is good. Now, if you have something bigger than just a little bump, get a styptic pencil. That will be the ticket. Yes, this will help close up any kind of cuts. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going with the Thayers, and this is the Lavender. This is so good, and I think it's going to be fine with this soap. Just go ahead and get that there. Oh, and what a wonderful scent that has. And I put it everywhere. Always good. Yes, it is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going with the Lucky Tiger, and this is the Vanishing cream. This has got mint and menthol in it, so that is going to be good. And I get just a bit of that and rub it in my hand, get it all going and active, and just go to town with it. Nice. Oh, that is so good. And that has some menthol in it, and I mean, good stuff. It really is. Now, I'll go ahead and get my hands clean again. And tonight, I am going with Clubman Pinaud, the original. This is like BarberShop. Yes, it is. So we put a little bit of that in there and get that going. Oh, nice. Nice. That is so good. Now, we're going to show you all the off-camera bits. First thing I do is I just move that more to the side, and then I lay a towel over that razor again, just so it doesn't get wet. Now, the soap just is going to stay right over here until tomorrow morning and dry out. That's all I do with it, and I won't put the lid back on until tomorrow morning. Now, the brush, what I do with it is I just swirl it around on the bottom of the sink like that and clean it out. And then I go around the edge as the water's going down to kind of clean the sink out. Now, get cold water going here. And we finished cleaning out the sink with the brush, because that's a good way for me to do it. And it doesn't take long. It's just like that, and you're done. Now, what I do is I swirl that brush around on the bottom of the sink like that, and I get water in it, and squeeze it, get the water out of it, until I've got a nice stream of clean water coming out of that brush. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know. But take and just squeeze out as much of that water as we can in that brush like that. Then I just shake it a couple of times. Come up to the towel. I start on one side and just lightly rub the tips on the towel and slightly rotate the brush every time I move. And I just keep moving across that towel like that. And then we're going to be done in a minute. There you go. Now, isn't that beautiful? That is so good. And that brush is going to be left down here on the sink to dry overnight as well. Now, what I will do next is I always take my razor and make sure it's nice and dry and clean, which it is now. I will get some of my razor wax. And it doesn't take a lot of this. This stuff goes really far. So something like that is all you need. And I basically just put it on one side, put it on the other side like that, and pinch away from the edge of the blade so as not to hurt yourself. And then I get the jibbings, like I get the blade, I get the tang like that, I get the end here, and that razor is ready to go. So I just close that up, and I'm going to get whatever little extra I had on my fingers on that bone, and it will be fine. That'll take care of that. I do Straight Razor Edge Friday specials on the first and third Friday of every month. You can click on this one to see shaving maps, how to grip your straight razor, and order of the shave. Now, I get my ideas for these Straight Razor Edge Friday specials from you. So down in the comments, go ahead, leave me questions, comments, suggestions, maybe even ideas for upcoming Straight Razor Edge Friday specials, and we will get that going for you. Now, if you've been watching for a while or you're new around here and you like what you see, consider subscribing. I do Shave of the Day videos every Wednesday and Sunday, so stop on by for that. And down in the description, I've got a ton of links for straight razor shaving and honing videos and playlists, especially for you. Click up here to see my latest video. Click over here to see a video especially picked out for you. Click up here on me, subscribe, like, comment, share this video with your friends. Have a great shave and a good day, and I will see you next time on Adventures in Wet Shaving.